All right. So I'm going to start a little bit early, guys, because I see a lot of you guys here and I'm really excited to see everyone. So my name is Teacher Grant. I am from the States. I'm from the good old state of California. I have been teaching for over 15 years. I am a teacher, not a speaker, okay? There are a lot of people who teach English that are speakers, which is fine, but I am a teacher, not a speaker, if that makes sense. I've been in the Discord here for a few years. I've done classes here and there. I don't often do them at this time at night for my side, but I'm really happy to see everyone. There are a lot of resources, guys, that can help you in the Discord. Really quickly before I get into it, I do have a YouTube channel. I do have a way if you want those exclusive VIP classes, but we are going to start now. It is, I have my own notes. This is really a class for you guys. So, what I'm looking at is my own notes, so there really isn't something that you need to see. I'm just going to ask you the questions, and then you guys will have an opportunity to come up on stage and answer. So, really quickly, guys, there are a lot of channels that you guys can go to. I'm going to take a look at some of the things you're asking me too. Hello, start. Aline, what's up? Going on? Good. Jenkins, before I say hi, they turn their faces away. I don't understand. My country, it's namaste. Anyways, sorry, I'm looking at all chats. I'm looking at all chats. Let me go back down, guys. Let's see here. No. I'm not on you. I'm not streaming on YouTube. No. I will upload this class after the class. I will upload this video on YouTube later. I'm recording the class. Thank you. I'm recording the class, and you guys can review the class after this is over. So everything's going to be focused in the Discord. Okay? Just wanted to get that straight. So the channel I gave you, right? There's a playlist of lots of English videos, all that stuff. But I want to get into what the main... English. Really quickly, guys, a little bit of history. I taught English in China for 8 years before I moved back to the States for 2 years. And then I'm now currently in Vietnam. So I was in China from July 2014 till April 2022. So I was in China for a good 8 years, but I don't speak Chinese, unfortunately. Let me see, guys. Welcome, AI. Yeah, I am AI. This is AI. How did you know I'm AI? Is this real, or is AI taking over us? Yes, it's AI. This is actually AI. I am AI. 100% AI. How did you know? I am not AI. I am a real human.
What I do to make a living.
Okay, you mean you're talking about internet, right?
Yeah, and also if I can add one more, like
sure. And so basically, like I guess you would just basically say your laptop, really. I mean, because you do everything.
Yeah.
Okay. Very cool. All right, hang tight. I'll get another answer here. What about Bailey? All right. So, hey Bailey, how's it going?
Hey, Teacher Grant. I'm doing good. What about you?
I'm great. Good to hear you again. So can you go ahead and tell me what you feel is what piece of technology could you not live without?
I would say definitely my tablet, because while I feel like phones are important, I don't tend to talk to a lot of people on a regular basis, and so the people that are important to me, I can talk to them using an app on my tablet. And I feel like a tablet is really good because it is a cross between a computer and a phone. It's still somewhat lightweight, but because my tablet is somewhat big, I'm able to draw on it, play games, and a lot of those games are also available on a computer.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that it has a long battery life because I usually fall asleep to mystery shows and I just turn off the screen and I listen to my shows for part of the night and it helps me sleep. And then the phone is more disruptive in my opinion because it's more for doom scrolling and social media. And the tablet, I can at least be more productive on it by visiting websites and doing things that I actually care about, which is, I feel like it's a huge upside when it comes to computers. And then it's harder to be productive on a small phone, especially if you just whip it out at any time and you're not really sure what you're looking for. So it would be a tablet for me.
Okay, interesting. Thank you for sharing that. I'm trying to bring up BZK. So I'm bringing up BZK. Otherwise, we'll go on to the next question after BZ answers. So BZ, tell us a piece of technology that you could not live without. BZ going once. BZ, are you there? BZ, are you there? BZ going twice. BZ going 3 times. Okay, so I want to just remove you from the. Oh, move the audience. Got it. All right, BZ, we cannot hear you. I'm sorry. We'll go on to the second question now. Okay. So sorry. Okay, we'll go to Alpaca. We'll go to Alpaca. Yeah, I had to remove BZ. Alpaca, are you there? I love your icon, by the way. That's awesome. Alpaca going once. Hey, Alpaca, how's it going? All right, nice. Nope, no problem. Give us a piece of technology that you could not live without.
So, when you asked the question, I was thinking about what technologies I use on a day-to-day basis, and I tried to remove them one by one from my mind. So the internet definitely came first in my mind, but then I realized that I may still be able to live without it. My mobiles, my phones, I may be able to live without them.
Okay.
Then I realized that I'm stepping away from civilization in my mind. If I'm doing that, then would you call a knife as a modern tool of technology?
A knife? I mean, in my opinion, I would not consider a knife technology. That's man-made. I mean, that's not really. I mean, that's my 2 cents. Maybe the audience can concur that as well.
I mean, it's a technology, but when we say technology, we're talking about like newer modern technology.
Yeah, but I mean, but a knife can be made from nature in a matter of speaking, right? That's kind of where I look at it. Anyways, I have a second question for go ahead, Alpaca, go ahead.
So maybe I would just say that I probably will not be able to live without electricity.
Oh, okay. That's fair enough. Yeah. Okay. Lori, why are you sending me like a dozen messages? I don't know why. All right, let me go on to the second question. The 3 of you who are on stage may stay up. The stage is still open. And I'll go to the second question, and whoever's on stage at the moment after I read the question or raising their hand, I will bring you up. Again, like I said, the 3 of you can stay up and just hang tight. If nobody wants to speak up, you guys get to speak again, so it's really up to them. The second question I have is regarding communication. So technology in communications. I'm going to kind of give you guys the main question. Well, here's really the topic of the question, really, and then let me go here and let me go here. Sorry, BZ, I don't know. Contact Discord support maybe, or just check your. Oh, I'm definitely gonna get Sunset up here. Don't worry, Sunset. You You got a golden seat. The reason why is you probably gonna outshine all these guys. You can't hear? Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Son, you can't hear? Okay. Sorry. Alright, so the question here, the next topic here is technology and communication and connection. So here is just the my spiel about it, or from my notes. Again, an exciting way in technology has shaped us through our lives is communication. How fast we can communicate. When I was a kid, I'd write letters to my grandma as a thank you, right? Now it's through email or just a simple message on Facebook. So think about how fast we can connect with people across the world, whether it's through social media, video call, instant messaging. We can share ideas, cultures, experiences with just a click of a button. Okay? And so basically, getting to my point, it helps us understand different perspectives, create meaningful relationships, but it also brings challenges like cyberbullying or misinformation. I'm going to give a disclaimer. I don't think it will cause this, but this is not meant to be a quote unquote debate. So I don't want to hear any arguing about this and that. I don't think it's going to happen, knock on wood, because this is not meant as a debate. It's just sharing your personal thoughts. Okay? So, how has technology changed the way you communicate with your friends and family? That is the question. How has technology changed the way you communicate with your friends and family? And I'm going to bring up Sunset. Are you still up on stage, Sunset? Sunset, I do want to bring you up. Because you're a younger generation. I want to hear from you, and I want to also hear from someone in the other generations. So I'm going to bring Rana up first, so she'll get a chance to give her 2 cents. How has technology changed the way that you communicate with your friends and family? Okay? So that is the second question. How has technology changed the way you communicate with your friends and family? Rana, can you hear us all right?
Hello, teacher Ben.
Hi. How are you doing?
Alhamdulillah, pretty good. How about you?
I'm awesome. Awesome as always.
So, is it your question restricted to family and friends only?
That's just, well, I mean, however you want to interpret it. Just don't complicate the question, Rana. Don't make it complicated. It's like if I said, what is your favorite fruit? And you said, well, do you mean the tropical fruit or, the erotic fruit? It's just, don't.
I mean, for me, there's no doubt that the technology helped me a lot to communicate and to expand my network. Regarding my family and my friends, I'm not a kind of person who would like to visit others and to waste time on roads or being there for many hours. So I prefer to keep in touch with my friends and my family, to check on them every now and then. And also it helped me a lot to build to make new friends. For instance, like Discord and Facebook. So I've met a lot of older friends from high school, and also to improve my English. It was beneficial for me to use this communication, or let's say platforms, to improve my speaking skills. So, however, I'm keen on not wasting my time on chatting many hours, and to be careful about the links and the people who could actually scam me or trap me.
Okay, interesting. Thank you for sharing that. Can someone else? I don't see any new stage people. So would someone else, if there's no one on stage, I don't think there's any mods. Here's a hand. Okay. Oh, Zarathon. Nice. Let's bring you up. Okay. Cool. All right. We'll get another answer
Hi.
here. Hey.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Teacher Grant.
Yeah.
How are you guys doing?
Awesome. Things are great. So what is your two
Well, the
cents?
topic of... Yeah, I just looked at the topic and it seems so interesting to me. And actually, I wanted to talk about it.
All right.
Technology and future.
So the particular question, more specifically, is how has it how has technology changed the way? Because I know that there's so much in technology we can talk about, so I'm kind of breaking it down in each section. So I'm sure you could probably talk about a dozen things regarding technology. But this particular question is, how has technology changed the way you personally communicate with your friends and family?
Well, technology for me, to be honest with you, well, from for last many years, I've been using technology to communicate with me and to communicate with my loved ones, but it hasn't changed anything for me on a major level. But for my parents or for the previous generation, like my uncles and my aunties and other people, elderly members of the family, it has made a huge change. A lot of things that they don't know and they're not comfortable with related with technology. They always, they keep asking me questions about how to do this, how to do that. And earlier they didn't know how to even use Facebook and WhatsApp, simple things, They didn't know that. So I used to help them. I used to make an account for them and used to do a lot of things. But there is this one thing that I'm so worried about related to technology is bank transactions. A lot of fraud and a lot of scam has been happening, and people's passwords get stolen, their cards, their ATM cards get hacked for some reason. I don't know how, but it has been happening a lot in my country. And the elderly people who are not much aware of the technology, they are suffering more with this problem as compared to the younger generation, who has who has more grasp on technology.
Yeah, I can see where you're going with this. Now, guys in the chat, don't ever take this literally. I'm saying this with a disclaimer. If you don't mind me asking, may I ask how old you are? Zarazon, would you mind if I asked how old you are?
Oh, me?
Yes.
I'm 28 years
old. Okay.
I'm turning 29 this January.
The reason I ask is because I'm 41, so we're pretty much, we got a separation with technology. So I think it's safe to say you were kind of born in technology. So my question, because I could definitely say how much it's changed, because grade 5 was the first time I remember talking to my 5th grade teacher's daughter who was in Australia, or what I think it was. I forget. That's like a vague memory. But that's like my vague memory with technology, how we chat. I mean, to me, it's changed because we don't need a phone to call anybody. We got VoIPs. I mean, technically, Facebook Messenger calling is a VoIP way to call somebody. WhatsApp, Zalo, WeChat, among other country platforms, we are able to communicate with each other. I mean, that's where I've seen a huge jump growing up. You being 28, turning 29, I still think when you're 10, let me think, 10? Yeah, technology was blooming. I'm thinking 10 years ago or 18 years ago. That's the year 2. Yeah, I'm surprised you don't feel like technology has changed since you were 10 years old, if you think about it. So when you're 10 years old, you don't see a huge jump of how you were able to communicate with your friends? Because 29...
No, I can...
Go ahead.
I can see the difference in technology just with the change of the models of phone, the mobiles have changed a lot. Earlier, we used to have flip phones.
Okay, there we go. Okay, because I was going to say, technically, I mean, even though you really aren't, you were born in the quote-unquote 90s. You're born in the 90s, but you didn't grow up in the 90s. So you're born in the 90s. So you were in, I mean, when I was a senior in high school, not junior, sophomore, we had dial-up. We get ticked off when someone would pick up the phone because we're downloading that music we're not allowed to download. Anyways, I'm dwelling too much with you. But I wanted to ask. We had two other people that came up, but yeah, Andrew, I love your perspective though. I see two people that came up recently, which was Alpaca and HMZ. I'll let you guys give your 2 cents, and then I will move on to the next question. So, HMZ, you have the floor. Same question. How has technology changed in the way that you've communicated with your family and friends?
Okay, thank you, teacher. First, hello to everybody who hears us. I think it has changed a lot because back then, people used to, like 200 years ago, people used to communicate with each other through letters, and basically the letter form was to take this letter and ride a horse and get to another person and hand them the letter, and then the communication was done. But this will take a lot of time, But right now, from the duration aspect, when you see it, it takes a very short time to communicate with someone else that is, for instance, thousands of kilometers away. And this is very good right now because we have a lot of relatives who are living so far from us, and technology, kind of facilitated the way we were communicating. But I just want to talk about the way it has. It also has negative impacts as well because, for instance, we have social media. I've seen that a lot of people are using social media too much. They're living inside the social media too much, and they are thinking that that's a sort of communication. Of course, communication can be done in any form right now in this era, but we also have to consider this thing that we are a social being. We have to live in a society more than, like something that is in our phone, right? We don't even know the person that we're talking on Facebook, or someone that we don't know, just we met with on a VC or some messaging through messaging or other by other things. But I think we should not spend too much of our time using social media, because we will lose other things like having some time with our parents or our family. That is very precious. And we shouldn't exchange it with something that is trivial from my perspective. But it is good to communicate, to use technology because it's a facility, but we have to bear in our mind that this technology, as much as it grows, it can be so much harmful as well. Because I'm from Afghanistan. In our country, I know that when we are not using social media. Some people tend to have no social media even in this country. They have no access to the reliable internet. That's why they are just with their family. They're spending a lot of time. But from the psychological aspect, when you are talking with these people, you tend to get some sort of feeling that they are very healthier than the people who are just spending a lot of time. They are not so much outgoing or affable. I've seen, and this is my experiment, but I also seen that some people that they're very fine in social communication, and also, with their family and parents. I think, this all I wanted to share.
All right, I have a question, and you're a guy. I think you can answer it easily. May I ask, because I'm thinking about different generations and stuff, but would you mind
Yes.
hold on.
I'm 55.
I'm so sorry, Rana, hold on. HMZ, if you don't mind me asking you as well, do you mind telling us how old you are? Because I'm thinking about us being in different generations.
I'm 22 years old.
Oh wow! For you to have that insight, I wasn't. You sounded very useful, but you have the mind of someone who's in their 40s, which is a good thing, because you're like thinking that social media is like taking over everything, whereas everyone's used to things being very handed to them. All right, Rana, what did you want to say or add?
Yeah, I was saying that when I was 14 years old, we didn't have smartphones and all these devices. The first thing or communication tool I tried to use was the MSN, Hotmail, and Yahoo, if you remember them. The thing we were mesmerized by the development of the new tools and the innovation of communication means to contact others. However, it's so annoying because people they like you to be available all the time, regardless it's okay to check on each other, to be updated of what is going on, but at the same time it's pressurizing to a great extent, because you have to reply on the exact time, and people they don't understand that you have other priorities. So it's about the management of your time and the utilization of these tools to have a productive, let's say, interactions with the world. It's not only with family and friends, even with some colleagues regarding my occupation or knowledge in general.
Thank you for sharing, Rana. Okay, so before I want to make sure I said so Yappa and Tyson will have next question, but I think I need to talk to Alpaca, or did Alpaca? No, Alpaca, you already spoke. I remember your name. So you already talked about the first question or something. I know I talked to you already. Who did I miss though? I think I got to everybody, so I'll go to the next.
Me.
Oh, thank you, BZ. Yeah, it was you, BZ. Yeah, BZ. Thank you. You didn't speak at all, right?
Hello, Mr. Grant. I'm not sure you guys can hear me. I was going to call with my phone, so I switched to my computer.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You tried to come up and we couldn't hear you. That's right. Okay, so go ahead and give us your 2 cents on the question, and then we'll go to the next question. And because I don't have, it's 10 o'clock on my side, guys. So not trying to like have favoritism, because I'm really bad at this, and I'm not trying to rush you guys with your answers, but if you can keep your answers within like 2 minutes, because we can go for hours on technology, but because I need sleep, I'm hoping we can just, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm going to just trust you guys to just time yourselves, or I might just cut you off and move on to the next person. So just like try to keep it 2 to 3 minutes. I only have a few slides. I do want to get to as many people as possible. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay. So no pressure. Just answer how you would, BZ. Just, and then, yeah. So how has it changed your communication with your friends and family?
Yeah, for sure. First of all, I'm 40 years old. I'm the same age as you, I guess.
40 must hurt, right? If 40 hurts, 41's going to kill you. Not literally, but...
Actually, I'm okay for 40, honestly.
39 got me. 39 was like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm 39. No, I don't want to be 40. No, just stay at 39. I'll be okay. And then I'm 40. All right, sorry, sidetrack. Go ahead, answer. Yeah.
Anyways, I have family abroad. I have, family peppered all over the world. And we used to actually, write letters to one another, and because phoning someone when I was younger, it was very complicated. You have to buy a phone card.
Oh my God, I remember that.
Like phone, so it was a whole hassle. Like some of them wouldn't work or they would expire. So with my family, we used to write letters too, and then I did that. I feel like it would be like an empathetic place where I would think about it deeply. And now with the phone, right? I just know what everyone's doing.
Facebook, right? Oh, were you on MySpace? You're on MySpace, right?
Yeah.
And I guarantee anyone in their 20s.
I think you chat MSN chat, ICQ chat, all of those.
I see. Oh, I remember that. I didn't use it as much, but yeah.
Yeah,
So-
but I mean, we went from like deep, like thoughtful letters to just like pictures of someone just drinking some juice or something, like just trivial things. So
Okay.
I feel like to me it has changed immensely the way I communicate with my family. Where like it used to be in a deeper, more empathetic level, and now it's just kind of mundane things that I don't even have time to make them because I get so many updates a day.
Yeah. I think
That's what I wanted to come in.
I think it's just too much in our head. There's just too much being shown that, I have too many people I'm acquainted with on Facebook, and not like trying to sell myself, but a lot of the people that I connect with on Facebook are mostly parents and clients and stuff. So I see a lot of their Facebook, and I see some of my family, and occasionally I'll get to them. But then again, when I go to call them, it's like Facebook Messenger or why can't I think? Well, what's the phone call with iPhone? Dang it! Help me out. What's it called when you make a call on your the FaceTime? Yeah, FaceTime. Oh, I don't know. Back in the day, guys, I don't know if they had it in your country, but we'd take a paper clip and we put it inside the payphone to pretend that we're making a coin payment. We'll make a free call. Okay. I think we're going to go to the third question. Because I don't have time for everyone on stage to answer every question. So I only see Yappa and Tyson. So they're going to be the ones starting the next question first. I'm going to probably keep it to two questions, probably. I mean, two people. I get 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not going to get to everything, by the way. I thought I could, but no, I'm not going to go that far. We're going to talk about technology in education. I just saw I have too many slides. I'm not going to get through them all. I'm going to fall asleep by then. Unless I'll send some of my notes and they can continue, but nah. All right, so the next question, the next part, no, not sim. No. Way before that. So I don't remember we're I'm not double your age, but we're pretty ahead. But see, you're 28, 29. Yeah, I guess the cards were probably when you're in preschool, kindergarten age. Xylophone, yeah. But no, the cards were when we were in high school, right? BZ? Anyways. All right, so in education, technology is always opening doors to new ways of learning. You guys could still hear me, right? Just making sure. Yeah, so maybe when you're early elementary, maybe preschool, grade 2, because there are scratch cards when we were high school. So yeah. BZ, wanted to confirm. Were you gonna acknowledge what I was saying? Or no, it's okay. So okay, I just wanted to concur, so I'm not going crazy. We're a year apart, so I was yeah, teacher Grant's right.
15 to 18 years old. I remember buying cards for my family. So yeah, definitely around that time.
Yeah, I had a Nokia flip phone. I had a Nokia. No, it wasn't a flip phone. It was a brick. It was like this. It was this size. No, it was big. Was it this size? Maybe bigger. But it was just a phone, and it had Snake on it. It was just a phone that had Snake on it. Remember, you had the simple Snake game, the very simple Snake game. Now you go on the App Store, you get 20. Okay, brick phone. All right. Anyways, okay. So yeah, Tetris. Yes, Tetris. Yeah, but probably not as classic as what you played. Because BZ and I age you. All right. Because someone needs to keep me on track. So I need somebody to be my agent in the Discord. Tell me to shut up and move on. Because I'll get sidetracked. BZ, I'm gonna promote you to keep me on track. Because if I go off track, tell me to shut up and move on. The people who are.
Sounds good. Let's say what's the keyword though? So I don't
just butt in. It's kind of like when an actor's answering questions and the publicist doesn't want the actor to answer that question. They'll go, hey, and then oh, okay. All right. So technology and education. There's educational apps, virtual classrooms, online courses. Students have access to knowledge all over the world. It's, oh my God, it's so much easier than when BZ and I were in school. Like, we were stuck. You know, they don't write cursive. I don't think they do cursive. Did you do cursive? Did you learn to write in cursive, BZ? Anyways.
Yeah, we had to.
But now, do you know the kids around this age, now, do they learn cursive still? Or no? Probably not, right? No. So basically what we learned was, because I remember we had to handwrite everything. I am Pio.
I think it's weird.
Huh?
They are not familiar with the cursive writing. They think it's something weird.
They can't read it.
To read the cursive writing.
Miss Rana, again, you don't have to answer. Are you around our age, or you just know what we're talking about?
I already told you I'm 35 years old.
Oh, 35. Sorry. You can't. Wait. You were still. Wait, you. 35. Okay, were you doing cursive back then? I guess you were. Yeah, you're my brother. You're just a little bit younger than my brother. Yeah, everyone's told me their age. Everyone's told me their name. I always forget. Okay. Anyways, what is non-cursive Arabic writing? You guys do that. I mean, that's with writing Arabic. Anyways, so yeah, talking about technology. All right. Pio says, shut up, move on. Got it. Okay. So, whether you're learning a new language or programming a robot, technology is revolutionizing education, making it more personalized and exciting. What's my point? Here's my question. For especially for Yuka and who else? Help me out, guys. I wrote their names. Yupa and Tyson. So Yupa and Tyson, you got the floor to go first. Yupa, what's one way technology has helped you learn something new? An app, website, tool, you've learned a new skill, English, coding, anything. Yupa, going once. Hello, Yupa. Sure, Yupa. I'm happy to give you the question again. The short and sweet question is: what's one way technology has helped you learn something new? Would you like me to elaborate?
I've learned. I guess I've learned more from streaming platforms such as YouTube, so that I can learn the concept more clearly. For example, when I was a student in up until my high school level. Whatever I learned, it would be through either textbooks or through lectures given by teachers, which I think most of those classes were kind of boring and hard to get a grip on. I think we would only get around 30% of what they were saying, and then the rest we would have to memorize through textbooks. But now that we have technology and especially videos, which the videos are prepared in such a way that makes it really easy for one to understand any concept that they are interested in. And this type of videos are really interesting, and there are so many varieties, so many videos that to choose from. Which are the presenter presented very well compared to how we learn from the classes. It's way more fun, which makes it easy for us to learn
All right.
whichever topic we are trying to learn about.
All right. Thank you for sharing, Yupa. By the way, I don't see Tyson on stage. I would like to take one more person to answer that question, whether it be somebody who's already on stage or somebody in the audience. Please request now, or I'm just going to randomly choose a person. I'll put Pio on the spot. He can choose a name to answer the question. So, all right, Pio, can you choose somebody on stage to answer the question? Abe. Okay, Abe, you've been chosen. So, Abe, the question comes to you, and then I'll move on to the next new question. So, Abe, going once. Abe going twice. Pio, you chose the one that doesn't speak. HMZ, you've been chosen. Are you there? HMZ going once. All right.
Here.
Okay. I guess Abe. Who's gonna speak? Abe or HMZ? Make up your guys' mind. All right, HMZ. It is. Okay. You guys make up your mind. Somebody mute. Somebody speak.
All right, I'm gonna speak.
All right. All right. Cool. Next time you gotta pay attention when we're calling your name. All right. So the question to you. So what is one thing you've learned with technology? So one way technology has helped you learn something new. Go on. Website, app,
Well,
tool.
one thing, technology or instant communication has made me improve myself is with my social skills because generally I'm a socially like I'm not very good at like speaking and being social. So while speaking with people online on this course servers like Lesbian and others, I've learned how to speak, how to interact with people, and how to make friends. Like I even have like made online friends. So that's a really good improvement for me because I tend to be very hard to do it in real life. So that's one way communication or instant technology has made my life easier.
Thank you for that. Thank you. All right, Shidu, welcome. I'm gonna give you a new question, by the way. I'm just gonna go through 2 people at a time because my time is limited. So I'm gonna go to the next portion of our technology discussion here, and it's the future of work and jobs. So it's reshaping the workplace, automation, artificial AI, the jobs availabilities. What is AI? What are robots able to do that humans used to do? The different job types are available. Robots can perform tasks faster than we can. It maintains certain jobs might disappear. They even say that teaching might disappear. But I've had that discussion, and a lot of my students say they would prefer talking to a real teacher. App development, cybersecurity, data analysis. It's important to think about how we can adapt to these challenges and learn new skills for future job markets. So, Shadu, question to you. That rhymed. How do you think technology will affect the jobs people have in the future? So, let me give you a little more of a challenge. So, think 20 years from now, where do you think the job how do you think jobs are going to be affected, or how are they being affected now, and how are they being affected 20 years from now, do you think?
All right. First of all, I think that AI is going to take like most of the jobs right now, like teaching and making some like how can I say, school programs, how to teach like cool subjects and everything.
Okay. Did we lose him? Did we lose Shidu? I don't see him.
He left.
Well, I don't know if he left. I think he might have just got disconnected or something. I'm sorry. All right. We'll go to Kevin then. Kevin, I don't know if you heard the question. But it's talking about how do you think technology will affect the jobs people have in the future? Whether it be 5 years from now, I mean, your perception of what you consider the future. So, how do you think jobs are going to be affected in the future? So, I challenge and say, think 20 years from now. Nice to meet you too, Kevin.
Okay. Thanks for having me.
Sure.
These days AI is becoming everything, and I think AI eventually moves a number of jobs in the near future. And recently ChatGPT introduced to our life, and with ChatGPT we can eliminate our work. For example, writing a code and fixing the bug and the software development, and we can, and automation GPT is responsible for writing an essay and writing a paper, stuff like that, and instead of us. And I think it's a great revolutionary stuff in the 21st century.
Okay. Unless I'm missing where you're going with this, Kevin, so how do you think technology is going to change the future of jobs people have in the future? That's the question.
Basically, it will do a number of jobs in the future. I think so.
There'll be more jobs or less jobs?
More jobs.
Oh, really? Okay. Can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, I think so.
So can you elaborate on that? Can you explain that?
In my opinion, in the near future, for example, finance developer jobs will be removed by AI developers, and AI is responsible for that kind of role in the future. And for example, it also eliminates, buying a job. Stuff like that.
Okay. Interesting perspective. Okay, thanks for sharing that. I think I just accepted a new attendee. They're not up yet. Oh, Yupa. Or, yeah. Yupa, did you want to finish? Oh, no, sorry, Yupa. Sorry. I'm mixing up names. Forgive me. I was thinking Yupa was, Shidu. Sorry, Yupa. Ignore me. Kanta, I would love to hear your 2 cents regarding the job. Go for it.
Nothing yet. I'm just listening at the moment.
Okay. Is there a reason why you went up on stage though, buddy?
Not necessarily. I was just listening, but I mean, to add to his point.
I would love you to. Yeah, give me your 2 cents, man.
Yeah. But I mean, friends in development will certainly be replaced by AI. That's for sure. I mean, yeah.
Do you think there'll be more jobs in the future, or do you think there'll be less? Because Kevin was saying there'll be more, which is actually an interesting perspective. I guess I can kind of see where that lies, because there'll need to be more knowledge for more technology to be more advanced, and I can kind of see, because in my mind at first I'm like, jobs will be will kind of cease to exist, but actually Kevin has a point, meaning that there'll be more jobs needed. But yeah. Okay.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Wait, you think there'll be less jobs or more jobs?
Yeah, certainly, because
okay.
What's going to happen is, like, this is going to affect many industries, right? So I have a retreat of sorts, and I don't know if you guys know, but there's this petroleum group called Shell Petroleum, and one of their cyber division heads, I was talking to him a bit, and he was telling me, and this was a year ago now, he told me that he has pretty much got an ultimatum from the board to reduce the accounting division's headcount by almost 70%, right? So that's like a bureaucratic listed company that should move slow, but even them, they're reducing their employees, right?
Oh,
and
wow.
what's ultimately going to happen with AI is few extremely intelligent people that have a lot of experience will stay, and they can utilize these tools to do things that would require more people, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so for example, in development, everybody that is, not to be offensive, but it's generally people that are not that intelligent that get into front-end development, right? Like, if you could, you would go into back-end and you would go into more fields, but if you're sticking to front-end itself, it means that's kind of where your limit is, and what's going to end up happening is the amount of people required for that is going to get much less, because one guy you can use AI to do multiple projects at once, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think what's going to happen is people who are really high IQ will stay in all these jobs, and there'll be a large sort of like income inequality, there'll be an inequality in jobs, where I feel like people that have certain IQ will be forced to go into more trades and everything, revert to old times.
Interesting point. It's funny because my brother is a programmer, and he asked the AI question. He's like, I don't, and I'm the disclaimer. I know jack diddly squat about coding. Who's gonna write all the code? AI doesn't self-program yet, and it won't ever do, in my opinion. AI is just basically a super advanced Turing machine, but not sentient things. They run on pre-established. Yeah, that's the thing with AI, is that it's just taking the information that's already been given to us and just regenerating it to make it sound like it's new. You know.
So what I would add to that is that that's the same thing developers kind of do, right? Mm-hmm. Right, we would pretty much look at code before, like, I'll be honest, most people are just copy pasting stuff and just asking questions in Stack Overflow, Reddit, and just going from there. I don't script as much. I'm more into other things, but this is what I'll say, right? Like, since we're on Discord, I used to program like Discord boards back in 2021 on either Discord.js or Python, mostly Python. And I remember to even do a few commands, not even music commands or audio commands. I would just to create a few commands. I remember back then, it took me like a week, right, with multiple errors and a lot of scripting. And just recently, like 2-3 months ago, I made another Discord.js board for my friends, and it took less than a day. All I had to do was get a template, and the template has no commands, just command handlers and everything, just a basic system from GitHub. And then I went into this website called perplexity.ai. I gave that site the template and said, make me such commands and an audio command. It gave me an output, right? It wrote me a code. I just copy pasted it. It even like gave me a step-by-step where I have to paste the documents, what I have to create. Even gave me a site where I could host it. I did all that. I got maybe 2-3 errors. That's it. And it was done. The board was live. I had multiple commands and even an audio command. And I was just imagining this would have taken me a week or two back in the day. And now with AI, less than a day. And with very few errors.
That's crazy. Okay. So we're at the point where my mind's winding down. So I'm going to do something kind of, it's not what I planned. But as a teacher, you'll know that anything can be unplanned. So I'm going to do something a little bit different. So the ones who are on stage right now, I'm going to do something a little fun. It's going to be kind of funny because it's going to be really difficult because I'm sure there's more than one word you want to say. If you could describe the future in one word 30 years from now, what is the one word you would use? And I will let people come up, and you just get one word. And not an essay, just one word. And I'm going to kind of go in, or I don't know if you guys see the same order I do, but I'm just going to go Kanha, Rain, HMZ, Kevin. Is that the order you got? Can someone confirm you see that order? HMZ, do you see that same order? Never mind, it's changing all the time. I don't know. I'm just going to call your name. You're going to give me one word, okay? One word. And in the chat, give one word. Blade Runner, Pio says. In the chat, one word. On stage, one word. I'll call your name. One word. Mute. I'll go to the next person. Rain, sorry you don't get a chance to give an answer, but you do get a chance to say one word. So, Kanta, one word to describe the future 30 years from now. So the year, let's just say 2055. I'll go a year longer. So, Konda, the year 2055, give me one word.
Abundant.
A what? Abundant? Okay. Rain, one word for 2055.
Doomed.
Doomed. Okay, HMZ, one word for 2055.
Perplexity.
Perplexity, okay. Kevin, one word for 2055. Kevin going once, Kevin going twice. Peel, help me keep track because the names keep flip-flopping. Who didn't answer? Help me, Peel. Kevin, 2055. Going once, going twice. All right, Abe, 2055. One word.
Dystopia.
Dystopia, okay. BZK, one word.
Liberation.
Liberation, okay. Yupa, one word for 2055.
Alright.
All right. Oh, I like that. I like that. Okay. Who did I not get to? Please unmute your mic. I didn't hear Kanha. Did I get to everyone on stage? Did everyone say one word? I don't have a word. I guess. It's funny. I'm an English teacher and I cannot think of one word to think about 2055. Okay, here we go. Unknown. There we go. I got one. Unknown. There we go. Alpaca. One word. 2055.
Greed.
Greed. Is it greed? Green. Okay, green. Okay, awesome. All right, guys. Well, before you guys vanish off in the thin air, again, for those who came in late or have been listening the whole time, I appreciate you. I have good news and bad news. The bad news is that I'm ending the class. The good news is that I did record the class. Hopefully, I did not mute myself like I did last time. But I'm not muted, I don't think. Yes, I'm not muted. I don't know if the audience voice will come out clearly because the voice was recorded. But it's been a pleasure being your host tonight for this class. And I hope you guys gained something from it. I'm sorry I didn't get to go through all the questions because I just really enjoyed listening to everybody's 2 cents on it. And I appreciate everyone being pleasant in the chat. All right, bye guys. I'm going to hit end stage right now. Bye.